Well, would you look at that? Only yesterday I told you guys there's going to be a patch this week, and ta-da! It's arrived actually a day early. I was expecting it to arrive on Tuesday, really. But yeah, I did say there was going to be one this week, and it's got a ton of improvements. So let's rattle it off. Make sure you restart your Xbox, old-fashioned way to make sure your update's there, and go offline and go online on Steam if it hasn't arrived for you. Here we go. Oh yeah, and your duping has now been canned. RIP all the dupers, boo! Snail shells now automatically despawn after 24 hours. Added various game repair options for fixing saves. We intend this to be a quick fix while we work on some major changes down the road. Added a creature reset option. This should move back all creatures to their intended locations. Added a reset buggy option. This will send all buggies back to the nest no matter the state they are in around the park. Added UI about save data limits being capped to 10. In 0.1.2 update, we put a limit on the amount of saves a player can have per world. Players before the update can still have hundreds of saves, and we are noticing various performance issues because of this change. We recommend deleting unneeded saves to increase your performance. Now, I've been saying that one for weeks now in my video, so hopefully you guys have been doing it. We've made significant improvements to game stability with an estimated 30% performance gain compared to version 0.1.2.1. Well, that's gone up by 3% since yesterday's video. We are in early access. We'll continue to improve performance stability throughout development. Crash fixes. Resolved a crash triggered when fleeing from the Orc Wave. Fixed crash occurring when accessing various UI menus. Woo! Addressed several other crash scenarios. General performance improvements were made when opening UI. Fixed various issues on the back end with not being able to log into your Microsoft account on all platforms. Resolved an issue where certain players could not start the mysterious stranger fight in certain scenarios. Told you guys it seems to do with the doors just basically not opening or not being able to use the scanner. Fix the progression break where the passage to Icicles Arena would become blocked after a save and load. Resolved an issue where some creatures appear without textures. Patched several duplication exploits involving buggy infantry. RIP, it's over. I did kind of warn you guys in yesterday's video to get duping, so maybe don't update if you're watching this video first. Fixed an issue where consumables used on buggies had infinite duration. Hold up 1 minute though. Where's my bow? My bow got lost because of one of your bugs, and now I can't duplicate it. Oh no, this is terrible. I'm not going to have the ominous bow anymore. Players who complete the mixer before doing the Orc Receivers quest will now have all quests up to Wait There's More to be auto-completed upon completion of the mixer. So that's good. You should get like a massive dump of raw science by doing the mixer, but still just make sure you've got enough supplies to repair your pinch whacker and anything else you want to be using the Orc Receivers for. Resources will no longer respawn through player built structures. You'll have to chop down resources already grown for your base after the update, but after chopping it down it should not return. All creatures will now remain stationed at their intended guard posts instead of roaming. Fixed an issue where players were prompted to purchase Pebble Foundations again and again, and players should no longer spawn on top of the skybox. So I think that's also affecting Feathers from the Crow. Some of you guys said that a few weeks ago. Buggies. Removed unused torch UI from the buggy. The user can still equip a torch on their buggy. Mouse and keyboard by using 5 or use V for the hot pouch. For controller, hold LB, then use the right stick to select the torch. Combat. Fix the bug where only 2 mutations were equipped after saving and loading. Address multiple bugs related to losing equipment. The Mantis should no longer freeze mid-air during its jump attack. Fix the bug where certain creatures cannot be retrieved after defeating them. This fix should be retroactive to your save file. Corrected various robotic voices from various teenagers. Rust will now display correctly instead of shown as an invalid harvest node. Okay, I was wrong about that. I was speculating in Discord. Maybe they're not going to actually have Rust as a resource, but I guess they are. So there you go. Fix the issue where changing OmniTool keybind in settings does not update the UI prompt for the repair action, and resolve the OmniTool and interact keybinds were conflicting with each other. That's pretty good. That is literally more or less what I told you guys about yesterday. So if you go into the main menu, go ahead and press start or escape, and then look at game repair. You should now see you can fix bug locations, so all your wolf spiders should now be spawning in the correct spots. As well, some people were saying some of the mantises weren't there either. And remember, you can do this once per save. So if you fix that now, and then you still come across a spider or a creature stuck in the ground, then go ahead and make sure you go and save your game, exit out, and they're loaded back in. And then you'll have another option to go ahead and repair it once again. And that applies to everything here. Send Buggy back to nest. Let's try this one. Oh, yeah, he's gone. That worked. And recover backpacks should still be working, hopefully a bit better now. Although it wasn't listed in the patch notes. So maybe they're still investigating some of that stuff. And here you go, look. Rust is now a tier 3 item. So, yep, I got it totally wrong. I was just speculating, maybe they're not going to add rust, because what did we use rust for, really? It was like walls and the rusty spear. That was pretty much it. So it gives me hope. Maybe we will get metal walls or something along them lines. There's a few that maybe didn't make it, but I'm presuming they'll be in the next update. And I kind of expect this to be the last update now before we get the PTB. And I'm guessing we're getting a PTB for the next actual update. The full update that will add the Axel boss fight. Now, some reason the speculation that's going to be happening on the 1st September, I don't know where you guys are getting this info from. The devs haven't said anything about that. And I'll keep repeating it. The conversations I had with them when I was speaking to the devs myself in LA, I kind of got the feeling that we'd see an update, a major one, 2 months after release. So that should be coming relatively in about the start of October. So maybe the PTBs go live a little bit before, but no way is it launching next week. I've told you guys the devs are going to be at PAX West. They're going to be doing a communications kind of talk, talking about community and news and stuff and early access. But it's going to be filled with the communications team and maybe some others who do like UX design. It's not really going to be like a, I think, massive big talk with like the creators of Grounded 2. So they still might go ahead and announce the release date. That's what I am expecting, and I will be streaming that to show you guys on the day. But please don't get your hopes up too much for an update that comes early September. As far as I know and I believe, I think it won't be hitting until the very end of September, beginning of October. Especially as they've said it's called the full update, and full doesn't actually begin till the 22nd of September. And there we go, guys. I will be doing this going forward. I'll always try and give you guys a heads up of known issues. So if it's gone a couple of weeks without an update, but I see that they're updating the stuff that's going on, then I'll absolutely let you guys know. But get informed yourself. Make sure you bookmark the support page. I'll put it in the comment section down below. And you can always check there first to see if you've got an issue. At least that way you know the devs are working on it. I'm not always going to be right with maybe ETAs for certain things. And if the update, the big one with Axel, arrives sooner, great. For now, you know to get the best info right here. Make sure you're subscribed. You got that bell dinged. And come and join my Discord. We've got lots going on. Although that is the official Discord. Join the official Discord as well. We've got lots of channels dedicated to Grounded specifically. Come and say hello. Introduce yourself. Become one of the Ratbag Grounded community. Especially as we're nearly at 60,000 subs, guys. If you haven't subbed, I'd really appreciate it to get me there. And I'll see you Ratbags for more news about Axel, leaks, gameplay and guides very soon. Laters.